Today we're gonna talk about reading! Yay!
Hi guys, now my whole video is not going to be with giant eyeballs. I just wanted to make a point. This video is going to be about reading, my rant about why people don't see the value in reading, and why I think people only see reading as a chore versus a luxury. Now, I think people see reading as a chore only for one reason. Because when they were in school and when they had their schooling career and their college career, every semester they go on summer vacation. You know, you get 2.5 months away from school. You get freedom. You don't have to worry about doing homework. You get your freedom back. You get to go, live life, have fun. Don't have to worry about the chores of school. But now the problem is once you get to go on summer vacation, my school would always do this. These every year I went to in high school is that they would give you a list, and they give you a list of about 20 or 30 books that they demand you at least read one book on there. And then the next semester at the beginning, they have you write, or over the summer, you have to write a 5-page essay on the book and like what it's about. Now, number one, that's messed up. Number one is who the hell likes to read a book, especially when they're demanded to read a book? I know I did. I hated whenever my school demanded me to read a book that I had no interest in reading. That's why in high school, I never read books. I never seen the value in books and reading because, again, every fucking class I had demanded me to read a textbook. It demanded me to read a book and write a book report on. I didn't care to read a book that I had to do extra work on. Hell below, I never read to read a book that I never wanted to read. And the thing is, I feel like most people see reading as a chore just because through the schooling career, this is the only book I ever read halfway through high school. Right here. I only read half that book. And I feel most people see reading as a chore because they're told, oh, you gotta read this book and you gotta write a book report on it to get that A+. And the thing is, people look at that and it's like, I don't care. There's sites on the internet and they probably just went to their friends to get, the information of what exactly this book's about, where you could write your book report in less than 5 minutes and just copy and paste it and, plagiarize. But it doesn't matter. But the thing is, books are so powerful. I don't think people see the value in books and reading altogether. Reading is the most crucial thing you could ever do in your life. It is so powerful and so important. The problem is, after people are done with their high school careers and their college careers and their learning experience, that's the thing. People stop learning after that experience. They go on to their lives, they go on to school, or they go on to their job, and they work their 40-hour-a-week job, and they stop learning. But the thing is, books are so fucking powerful because they teach you new ideas. They give your brain new information, new beliefs, new philosophies, and above all, new perspectives on things. Books are so powerful because they contain such useful information on any subject. All the information you'd ever need to know is at a library. And every book in the library, people don't ever go to the library to read the books. They don't care. That's why most people only read one book outside of high school their entire freaking lives because they don't see the value in it. But the problem is if you don't read, you don't grow because you aren't feeding your brain new information. You stop learning and you stay stagnant and stay the same. And people look at reading like it's a chore, but it's actually a luxury. There's some people around the world who don't even know how to read, who never learned to write, who don't know what the hell a word is. But you were fortunate enough to be born in a system where you got that ability to be taught at a young age how to read, how to comprehend, how to write, how to learn. You were taught that ability and you pick that up and then you take it for granted. And you don't even use it. You should never be lazy with language. Language is one of the most powerful things because it allows you to project your voice, give your opinion, give a shit about something, state in the facts. It allows you to express yourself. If you can talk, if you can write, if you can read, if you can comprehend, if you can understand. And, people think is once they're out of high school, they don't feed their brain useful information from books. They feed their minds with useless fucking sports statistics, useless information about celebrities, useless fucking propaganda noise that doesn't matter. I know a guy who fills his mind with the most useless information. Shit about wrestling, Star Wars, and World of Warcraft. 3 of the most useless things that you will never, ever find use in your life, but he knows everything about it. Everything. Now imagine how smart he would be is if he focused his mind and he learned and he read books and he understood information about shit that actually pertained to his life. Not useless fucking fantasy realms and sports that don't matter. But people would find it more useful to fill their mind with Tom Brady's fucking QBR rating in Super Bowls than with useful information from a fucking book that could offer to change their lives. An idea that's so powerful that could allow them to see a new perspective in their environment. But people would rather fill their minds with useless fucking information that would never pertain anything to them outside of a conversation. And that's all it is. But the thing is, if people actually read a book like this, Think and Grow Rich, or How to Win Friends and Influence People, some of the most powerful books you will ever read that can make you multimillionaire entrepreneurs, because they give you an idea. It's so powerful that could take you so far in life, and it completely changes your perspectives on social dynamics and human interactions. I mean, really, you want to be a bartender? There's books about that too. There's books about how to be a fucking bartender or how to make drinks. If I wanted to go be a bartender and I read this book, all I'd have to do is read this book, remember the ingredients, and then just practice with the alcohols and the liquors and the tequilas and how to make the drinks. I could do that with the power of a book. Now, of course, there's the internet now where you just watch everything, but the problem is if you watch everything, you forget it because your brain can't process all that information so quickly, because, something that takes you, a month to read, you learn in 3 minutes on a YouTube video, you forget it. You don't remember it. And that's the thing, is like reading allows you to remember it more because you actually read the words. It imprints in your mind and you actually remember it for longer periods of time than a YouTube video that you forget next week that you've seen. You try looking up again that you want to rewatch, but you can't remember what the hell the name of it is because, it's that short. It doesn't matter. But it's like, again, reading is so fucking powerful. And it's one of the most usefulest keys to growing in life and evolving and changing and getting a new perspective on things. Reading it's like somebody has an experience, and instead of spending 50 years having that experience, you could learn that entire experience in less than fucking 20 minutes by reading a one chapter in the book. That's incredible. That is unbelievable. It's like you don't have to spend the 50 years to do it. You can learn it all in 20 minutes. 20 minutes, you could pick up all that information just like that. That's why reading is so powerful. And my favorite books to read are books on personal development and people who are able to transcend in life and evolve and change, and people who are able to become financially independent. Those are my favorite books. Because after my high school, I went into a sales job. I entered a personal development era because I found a mentor who influenced me with it. He showed me books. He said, "Oh, read this. You should read this. Here, read this." He gave me books to read. And then I seen the value in books. And this is coming from someone who never read a book in high school. I read half a book. I'm telling you, it's life-changing. It's incredible. There are people who read one book a day. That's how powerful it is. And it's just like, if you aren't taking in new information and new ideas, you're not growing. And the thing is, we have a society now where kids are just, reading is dumb. I'll play video games and jerk off to pornography because it's much more entertaining. But the thing is, like, you don't learn anything. You cloud your mind with noise that doesn't matter instead of, teaching your mind new information and getting smarter and growing from it. That's why reading is so powerful. But again, people just take it for granted and don't use it because they're lazy with language. Anyways, guys, that's my video.